you basically have to shoot a giant space giraffe in the face.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Buyer's Remorse with Darren and Justin.
Hello and welcome to Buyer's Remorse. I'm Justin.
I'm Darren.
Here on Buyer's Remorse, we find games that our friend has bought, put in his library, and untouched or unplayed, they sit waiting for him to give it a try. So we force each other to try it for 60 minutes and report back as to whether it is a wonderful buyer's confirmation or a dreaded buyer's remorse. Now
Yep.
I know what game we're talking about today because I watched you stream this one. Well, I watched the end of the stream, so I'm going to have to watch the rest of it as well. But you told me basically that you were going to buy it. You mentioned it on the stream.
I mentioned it when we were talking about the summer sale, and I was streaming, and I finished the game, and then I went through. I was like, "Hey, check out my wish list," and then Uriel's Chasm is on there, and everybody's like, "What is that doing on there, you nutter?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm probably going to buy it if it goes on sale."
And I said, if you buy it, that's instantly going onto your list. Just the way you were talking about it, as though it was one of.
It's one of the top 10 worst games on Steam. If you go. If you go on, it's not. I think Metacritic or there's some SteamDB that just has like the top negatively rated games. This is in the top 10 of the worst games on Steam. So that's got to be.
It's got to be bad that people hate it enough to make sure to leave negative reviews.
Yeah, but only 266 people have left a review.
Yeah, have you left yours yet?
No, not yet. 37%. It's sitting at 37%, mostly negative in Steam.
Let's talk a bit about the developer.
Yes, Rail Slave Games.
We've played another game from Rail Slave before, right?
Yeah, Sisters of the Amniotic Lens, which you can't get on Steam anymore. It's been deleted.
Which I remember not liking.
I liked that. I
think that was one of the first ones you and I were very divided on because I definitely didn't.
I mean, it was terrible. Don't get me wrong. I'm so confused, Justin. I'm really confused about that and this game as well. It's like, do I hate it? Yes. But do I really hate it? No.
I did see a review that said something along the lines of, I really don't like these games and I think that they're not good, but I do think that the more of them I play, the more I think that the developer has specific messaging in mind and is consistent.
That is fair enough, yeah. That's really quite spot on, actually. But yeah, so they've made that. They made, there's actually, you were the one that told me about this. You were like, are you going to buy Uriel's Chasm 2 and 3? I was like, oh my God, there's more of these.
I was hoping you were going to buy the whole bundle.
I can't buy them now because they've just gone off. These rarely go on sale as well. I had this on my wish list for an age and it's usually $5. It's $5 at base. I would be very upset if I got this for $5.
You got it for like 90% off or something,
I got it for
right?
60 cents.
Yeah.
So that was well worth it. But they've done, so they've done another couple that I'm interested in trying out. Snowflake Tattoo, Nauseous Pines. Yeah, these, they make these really weird, bad pixel kind of, like 16-bit kind of graphics games. And this game starts off, Uriel's Chasm, it starts off with two women. It looks like they're sitting down to play a game, and they're called, like, it must be like a YouTube channel, and they're called the Shovelware Queens. And so, so they've picked up this game, and then they're sitting down to play it. And the tagline for this actually is a religious deprogramming tool, is what they call it on the Steam store page.
Oh, that's interesting, because I got the hints of religious stuff from watching it in the stream. I thought it was more pro-religion, so it's trying to deprogram.
Yeah, and maybe I just don't get it, man, or something like that. But because the first stage is you are basically flying around on a ship and it's really stupid. So there's like, imagine a box that is finite, but you're in space and you got this radar and there's tons of text on the screen telling you what to do and what like collect these. So you have to shoot asteroids.
I was just about to ask if it's like asteroids.
Yeah, you shoot asteroids, and then if you're lucky, if you shoot the right ones, Bible pages come out of them. And then you pick up the Bible pages, and then that'll be displayed on the screen so you can read that, but you can't read it because everything on screen is trying to kill you. And so you jet around looking for more Bible pages, and basically your faith has to be more than the garden, and the garden is like 1,000 faith or something like that, and you start at 100. If you pick up one page and then just sit in a corner and try and not move and just avoid everything, then it just ticks up and ticks up and ticks up, and then eventually you win. So I started off trying to play the game, but then I ran out of fuel. That's a restart. I got killed. That's a restart. And I was just like, oh, well, it just keeps on going up. So I'll just hang around and then just only use my fuel when I need to get out of the way of something. I think that's how you're supposed to beat the game, to be honest. But it was already, so that's it. It's already weird. You're just flying around space, mining Bible pages. Okay. That's the first stage. And then the second stage was you are in it's like a kind of R-type side-scrolling shoot 'em up kind of thing, and there's just shit happening. There's laser beams, balls of lightning, things shooting at you. You can't touch. You can't even. It looks like background, like there's like rocks and stuff, but you can't even touch those. Those kill you. You've only got 6. You got 3 hearts, but each hit takes away half a heart. So you've got 6 hits basically. I was almost rage quitting in this one, and I was only about 20 minutes into the game, and I was like, this is it, folks. I'm done. This is it. There's no way I can get through this. But perseverance, and eventually I started getting good at the level, and I was like, okay, I can't. I was getting to the end, and I was getting killed, and there's like a big boss. You remember at the end of R-Type, you've got like a big kind of alien boss at the end kind of thing, and you just shoot him in the face, and you just shoot him like a billion times, and he dies. It's that kind of thing. And then the next level was, the next level was you're walking. So it's like a side-scroller or a platformer, but the screen is rotating up, like the screen rotates 360 degrees. Were you there for that bit?
I got in just for the end of that bit, yeah.
So it's like right is always right, but if the screen is rotated upside down, right is now left. And you have to platform around. It does get a bit complicated, but it's the complicated part is finding trees. And trees are these weird, wonky crucifixions of Jesus. Just like, he's like wavy on the screen, like it's a hallucination. So you pick up the trees, and then you get another Bible verse, which you can't really read because everything is flashing, and it's just like, I mean, yeah, it's just, I don't know if it's, I don't know if that strobe effect is enough to like make a seizure. I don't think it's that bad, but it's trippy to watch. Put it that way. And then the next one, I think, was the last stage. And that was, you basically have to shoot a giant space giraffe in the face.
Yes. And the mouth on the giraffe is a bit weird.
And there's this horrible screaming going on. I had the volume way down in mine, so I don't know what it was like when people were watching on stream, but...
It was bad, but it wasn't incredibly loud bad. It was just
bad enough.
Too much going on.
Yeah. Because basically the giraffe is shooting eyeballs at you out of its eyes, and you just have to hold down that fire button and just avoid everything.
There's a woman who starts chanting at some point too.
I didn't notice because maybe it is a deprogramming tool, because I was just like laser focused on that little ship. Just like, I wasn't even looking what was going on. You can't take it all in.
And you're not really firing it. It shoots automatically. You were just trying to avoid getting hit by the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Well, for a while, you were trying to shoot the eyeballs until you realized
no,
you're not actually doing anything.
No, you just got to shoot it right up the nose kind of thing, more or less. And then the game ends.
Yeah, and you still had 5 minutes.
Still had 5 minutes left, and that's the thing is as well. There's no options in the thing, so I was like, oh, I'll go and check out the options now. It's like, no, there's no options. There was one point in the stream as well where I was like, I got to a stage, and then there was people saying in chat like, what the hell are you playing? So I was like, oh, I'll press pause, escape, and then I answered chat, and then I realized, oh, there's nothing in this game. There's no other buttons other than move and fire. escaped me back to the beginning. So I had to do that fucking mining Bible pages out of asteroids again. Which gladly is not the worst level. That was, and I knew what I was doing at that point. It's more of a waiting game. Yeah, it ends, and then you get this really long music piece, which I think is what this game is. It's like this game and Sisters of the Amniotic Lens, like Selfie, it's called Selfie, Sisters of the Amniotic Lens. They were both more like music projects because they've got, I don't know about anyone else's taste in music, but I quite enjoyed the music in both of these games so far when it's not being drowned out by people screaming and chanting. But I like the music for all the levels.
I don't think you like the giraffe one.
No, because that was just howling. That was I don't even know if there was music in that level. But the end music was fine. The music for the other levels was great, and it seems like this is an art project where they put a game to their music. At least that's what it feels like. And so for that, I like this game. But gameplay wise, it's all of the things that I hate. I hate those, what do they call them? They call them shmups, yeah? Is that what they call them? Is that how it's pronounced?
Know. What are you talking about?
SHUMPS. Shumps or shmups, or is it MUPS? Shoot 'em ups. But they've got this word for it where it's like, this kind of game is where, like R-Type, or 1943 or 4 or 5, whatever sequel it is, where it's just like everything is trying to kill you and there's just bombs coming at you from every angle. I hate those games. So I hate that. That was all it was those levels I hated. The mining the asteroids, it was alright. And it was weird, but it wasn't fun. It was just a chore. And it's more like working out what the hell do I have to do in this level. Another one, which was just left, right scrolling, jumping around. It was like playing, I don't know, just it was like playing Altered Beast, except it was rotating 360 degrees around a screen and there were no enemies to kill.
And you didn't get to transform into a wolf.
Yes. Rise from your grave.
Yeah, so it was pretty much nothing like Altered Beast.
Yeah, exactly. It was like nothing like Altered Beast. And then the giraffe one. The giraffe level can fuck right off. And that's it. Uriel's Chasm. Done. 10 minutes.
Well, would you recommend Uriel's Chasm to me?
No. And you've seen it for yourself, so you know this is not for you.
Would you recommend it to anyone?
I would be hard pushed to recommend it to anyone. Yeah. No, I would never say, I wouldn't. It's on the top 10 worst games on Steam for a reason. It definitely is.
I know you finished it, so I can't ask you that, but I will ask you how likely you think you are
to pick
up the sequels, Uriel's Chasm 2 or 3.
I just looked at my phone recently to see some details about the game.
Have you already wishlisted them?
I haven't, but if the Steam sale finishes, basically, it finished today or yesterday, and at the time of recording this, so this, yeah, it's not. It might be the next Steam sale by the time this episode gets out. But the Steam sale has just finished, and I have to admit, I was thinking about picking up the second one for 60 cents as well, just to see how bad it is. Because some of the other ones have got mixed reviews, not mostly negative. So it's like, I wonder. I think I'll just have to, that'll be my my next risky purchase.
My suspicion is they're just mixed reviews. And the game will be exactly the same level. Exactly
not enough people can be bothered to write a review this time.
As far as tags?
Tags, I mean, the tags from them are indie. Yeah, it's definitely an indie game. They've got, like, psychological horror. I don't think so. And horror.
Well, I don't know. Those screaming howls during...
yeah, maybe.
It's psychological torture to me. Not within the game is actually attacking me.
I was going to say, if it was going to be psychological horror, as in a genre of game, then no. But psychological torture to me, yes. So indie, psychological torture, and weird music video. That's not a. But
you're going to make it a new tag.
It's a new tag. They've got it here, like, female Illuminati is a tag. I didn't see any triangles in the game, but
I don't know what to tell you. I'm pretty sure that was one of the tags for Selfie as well.
Oh, is it Illuminati? I mean, there's plenty of eyeballs in it, but I don't think having eyes kind of qualifies you as an Illuminati game. Psychological torture, music, good music, freaky music video.
Just in case, because I'm not sure I asked, is there anyone you would recommend this to? I'm guessing not, because you keep referencing how it's one of the 10 worst reviewed.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think I would say I picked this up and I knew it was bad. If you're curious, I'm very curious about how bad a game can be. So if you're curious about these kinds of games and it's like, it can't be as bad as everyone says it is, then yeah, if you're that kind of mind, like I am, then this might work for you, but it's probably not. You'll probably be like me, you'll play it for an hour and go, thank fuck, that's over.
And was this a wonderful buyer's confirmation or a dreaded buyer's remorse?
I don't know, man. This is where I'm really confused. I don't know what to do. I personally feel that if I had to pay $5 for it, then it would be a remorse, but I got it for 60 cents and I got an hour out of it. And it wasn't good, but it was interesting to me. So I'm going to have to go with a confirmation.
The only good review Uriel's Chasm will ever get.
I'll leave my review on Steam shortly. Let's bump up from mostly negative to just negative.
Buyer's confirmation.